Ayo, this is Dash, and today is December 28th. Oh my goodness. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. This should be the 28th video in the 2023 Ask Dash video series. So, today's video comes from E-Nice of NYC. E-Nice, so thank you very much. And if you watched yesterday's video, the video from yesterday also came from E-Nice. Usually what I try to do is, or what I was doing was trying to group questions from people who were asking questions, but E-Nice asked such a great question and I talked yesterday for 20 minutes. With that being said, I figured I'd, hopefully make this one a little shorter, one, and two, I didn't want that video to be any longer than it already was at 20 some odd minutes. So I broke E-Nice's questions up into two different videos. That being said, E-Nice, there's another good question. E-Nice says, have you had business opportunities that you had to turn down because you couldn't fulfill them without catering full-time or hiring help? So I talked about this a little bit yesterday in yesterday's video, or I talked about this a little bit yesterday in yesterday's video. I'm gonna shamelessly plug yesterday's video because E-Nice asked a great question yesterday, and if you didn't see it, I'd highly recommend it. But one of the things that I've found as far as opportunities that I have been unable to fulfill are usually due to my schedule. And one of the good things about my schedule is my boss, my manager, is very flexible and he's very understanding of when I need to take some time off, or to, if I need to leave early one day, or if I'm multitasking. He's very accommodating because he knows that I started doing barbecue because of him. I won't say because of him, but he was one of the reasons why. When I said, hey, we're getting off the plane, we're going to the rental car counter, we get our rental car, then we go to Rudy's, he was the one that said that to me all those years ago while we were headed to Texas. And he's, like I said, he's a very good friend of mine, and I've known him for a very long time, and he's very understanding. If I say, hey, I need to take some time off, or I need to leave, cut out a little early, or if I'm going to, log on early, take care of something in the middle of the day, and then, stay a little late. He's very accommodating because he's aware. He's like, hey man, you got your thing going on. As long as the thing I need to do, or the coverage that I need to happens, and I can figure out if someone's going to cover me, or if I can figure out how to flex my time. He's like, as long as you got that covered, you do what you got to do. So I'm very fortunate to have a manager and friend who's very accommodating. But for the most part, honestly enough, I've had more issues with missed opportunities because I've committed to something already. More often than not, I try, if at all possible, I try to double book and sometimes triple book events for the same day, because if I'm cooking one time and I can cater and take care of 2, maybe 3 events, that is a home run. All right, that is a grand slam. One fire, dollar cost averaging everything down, or because of that one fire, fantastic. That saves me a lot of money, and that makes my profit just go up and up. And if I can structure it so that I have an event that I'm dropping food off at, let's say 1 o'clock, and then I'm dropping food off again at, let's say 3 o'clock, and then I'm dropping food off again at, let's say 7 o'clock, that is like, I could take a nap in between. So those are fantastic. Again, an instance where I was double booked, or one event like I know I missed out on. My daughter's old school has a fall festival. I was asked to do an event on October 14th. That's my birthday. I did the event for this organization, the organization, the Untold Stories. And after I did this event, think I did the video there. After I did this event, I told you guys how I did this event, and it was, I lost money basically. I basically broke even. I just broke even, but it was a feel-good event, and that feel-good event was better than me making a whole bunch of profit. But I had another event, another opportunity that came up on the same day, and I could have easily made a decent amount of money. And I won't say I turned it down, but I honored my commitment to this smaller organization because they asked me to do it first. A friend recommended me to cook for this particular organization. The organization reached out to me, and she reached out to me in like March. She reached out months ago, and she said, "Hey, you know, do you have anything happening on October 14th?" And I'm like, "Damn it, that's my birthday." I'm like, "No, I do not." I said, "Well, we're having this event, and this is the date, this is the location. Would you be able to provide X, Y, and Z?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. How about you contact me about maybe 2 months ahead of time and just let me know what it is you've done, but I'm going to pencil you in." She's like, "Okay, thank you very much. Do we need to do, you know, deposit or this or that?" I said, nope. I said, the person who recommended me is a really good friend of mine, and if they recommended me, then I'll take care of it for you, for them. And she's like, "Okay, cool." So, like I said, that was it. And when this other event, this other opportunity popped up, it arose. I'm just like, I told the organizer, I said, you know, she said, "Well, we're thinking about doing it in October." I said, "Well, you can do it any day in October, with the exception of the 14th. I have an event already on the 14th. And she came back and she said, "Oh, they want to do this event on October 14th. Is there any way where you can do it?" And I said, "I cannot. I'm going to honor my commitment. And that's just, you know, I'm a man of my word." And I didn't say all of that to the person who was trying to do that second event, but you guys understand that the fact remains that was I had to honor my commitment. But that's just me. All right. Hopefully that is that helps, E-Nice. And then one of the other things, if I have an event that's big enough, I try to make provisions or have provisions for people to help me before it gets to the point where I'm going to have to tell someone no or turn someone down because I don't have help. I will employ my kids from time to time, but employing my kids usually, I don't say eats into my profits, but they have other things going on from time to time as well, so it's not always 100% easy for me to employ them. They have sporting events and school and other things like that. Now during the summer it's a lot easier, but during the school year it's not always the case. Even during the summer, my middle son and my older son were working and or doing internships and other things like that, so that's not always a guarantee either. All right, well, E-Nice, hopefully, like I said, that helps and that answers your question. Very, very good, deep, introspective questions. So thanks again as always, and I'll see you guys next time.